Alright guys, how's it going? This is part 2 of my new mini-series, Life of Crime. Right, now, the only one here is Heavy Duty Heist. 60,000 credits, but they want me to steal 1 palladium. Doesn't matter where it comes from, it just has to be stolen, yeah? So, I guess I am going to accept this one. Now, I'm going to have to get the ship ready. Let's take a quick look at the shipyard though. Maybe there's a better ship to do this job in. But probably not right now. Oh, there's nothing here. Right, so we'll head into outfitting. I'm going to need an interdictor, probably. Although I can maybe find something at a nav beacon. I'm going to go for a cargo scanner as well. Probably the cargo scanner's the best bet. But I will take an interdictor just in case. I also need to get the ship a little bit more combat worthy, but I do have 220,000 now. I'm going to go with the cheapest, easiest cargo scanner we can find. There's no E's anywhere. Right, we're going with this D0 then. Now, what kind of hard point have we got? I'll check out weapons last. Now, let's go for an interdictor. We'll go with this D, I think, maybe. Let's check out how much the E costs though. Right, there doesn't appear to be an E any longer. Oh, there it is there. Right, so let's take this E1. Now, we're going to need a hatch breaker as well, yeah? Right, let's go with this B1 then, because it's got 2 active limpets maximum. 3 kilometer range. It's pretty cheap, yeah? 4,000 credits. Really cheap. Now, we do need to keep some cargo space for what I'm going to steal, yeah? The question now is, would you actually want to go with something like the collector limpet controller? Or would you try and collect it yourself? Well, I am going to attempt it with the controller because that's something that you probably want to see, yeah? So let's go for the best one we can. A1, 1200 meters. Now, probably need to upgrade the power plant up to a D3, that's good enough. Now, what am I sort of lacking though? Let's go with better sensors. Guess I can go with a better drive now as well. It's pretty expensive. We'll take this D1 life support because it's so cheap and it loses me some mass. Right, so the ship's looking not too bad now really. Mostly D's. But I've got the A distributor, that's the one that really matters. And I'm set up for some minor piracy. Cargo scanner and a heatsink launcher. The question is, what do I put in this weapon, this second weapon slot? I'm actually just going to go with another gimbaled burst laser. And I know it's a class 1 and a 2, but that's what I want to do. Now, I'm over my power, however, you can obviously fix that by fixing these modules. This is the thing, you can no longer use the cargo hatch trick, yeah, because you're going to be pirating stuff. You need to be able to power your cargo hatch, that's a switch on and off. So the real question is, can I get below 100 by switching off my drive? And interdictor, no, I just can't quite make it. It's slightly annoying that. I guess I'm going to have to get a better power plant. Could probably switch off the heatsink launcher. Let's just see what this power plant upgrade does. Yeah, it's not cheap, but I can afford it, yeah. So the C3 power plant gives me enough power again, and I don't need to worry about faffing around with switching stuff off. Let's check the bulletin board again. Right, now this is good. Yeah, I can also look for an ancient artifact in Kinney. So I'm going to head to Kinney then and try and pirate something, and then also find an ancient artifact and then bring it back here. This is also stolen, yeah, so this is prohibited here. So it's okay for me to take this as part of my illegal stuff only. Now, Kinney, where are you? So it's Independence, and that's where we'll head out to. Right, now let's get ourselves prepared for this minor piracy. Do not forget to buy limpets. I do this all the time. Just might as well go with 8 of them, yeah? Yeah, that's a smart thing to do, I think. They're not that expensive. Now, the next thing we want to do is set up fire groups for all this stuff. Another reason why I just went with the burst laser again was just because I decided just to put it all onto one button, yeah? That means that I can now put the hatch breaker onto 2 so that you're not switching fire groups. However, I am still going to have to put the collector limpet onto a different one, which I guess is going to be, yeah, the same as that. So the hatch breaker is always going to be my second fire button, and I'm going to have to switch fire groups when I want to use my collector. I'm not convinced about the collector yet, but we'll see how it goes. Now, we want to put the interdictor there. We've also got a cargo scanner, completely forgot all about that. This is what makes this so difficult, yeah? You need to manage stuff like cargo scanners. Right, I guess then the cargo scanner gets its own. Or do I just... Right, what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to put the cargo scanner onto the button 2 instead of doing that. Which means I now have to hatchbreaker at 1, collector at 2 on the second fire group. Right, I'm going to give this one a go. I wish they could get keybinds for this stuff. It really makes it an awful lot more fiddly. Now, the last thing I'm going to want to do, into options. Now, I don't normally have something like opening the cargo hatch on my joystick. However, you're going to be using it a lot when you're doing this kind of piracy thing. So, it really makes sense. Or, make it something simple like space bar on your keyboard. Rather than having to look for the... What is it? The home key or something stupid? Right, so I've already got it. Joy 3 and Joy 7. Right. I must have been planning this. Right, so I'm using my shift button, my joystick 3 button, which I hold down and then press Joy 7, and that should open and close my cargo scoop. Right, I believe that's everything now, so a final check off the bulletin board. What's this? Promotion opportunity with the Federal Navy Auxiliary. Sometimes welfare isn't about destroying the enemy, it can be enough to destroy their ability to support full warfare. In this case, we also don't want to start a shooting war. Instead, you'll disrupt their economy by supplying 5 stolen canisters of animal meat to their black market. In something wrong. I have to deliver 5 animal meat stolen to here. Quite a tough one, you would think. I just about have the cargo space to make this work, though. Might as well take it, yeah. Interesting one, yeah. You could say it's not really illegal, although it is, I guess, yeah. Here's another ancient artifact one. I'm not going to do that just now though, because I've already got enough. And normally when you take too many of these things, you start getting like side quests and stuff like that, and it kind of messes stuff up a bit. So now we're going to head to Kinney, find this artifact, but first of all I want to find this palladium and animal meat. Just make sure my fire groups work okay, they look fine.
Frameshift drive charging.
Now I guess we can jump into this nav beacon, and then we're going to use our scanner to find some animal meat or palladium. Cargo scanners take forever. It's got nothing on them. Now I guess I'm more likely to find stuff on proper cargo ships, yeah? Nope. A wanted vulture. Let's see what he's carrying then. Gold and synthetic fabrics, not really any good. I mean, the gold would be worth trying to pirate, but I'm gonna stick to my plan of the...
Shields offline. Target shields online.
Doing the missions, yeah.
Target shields offline.
It's pretty annoying how it doesn't remember that you've scanned them, yeah? I mean, there's a lot of things you really need to fix about this just to make it, you know, worthwhile doing. Having to constantly rescan it. Right, there's nothing much here, so... I'm gonna go out and try and maybe engage in a bit of interdicting piracy. The problem with that now is, of course, it makes you wanted, you know? And you get fines for even for just interdicting stuff, unless they themselves are wanted, of course. Yeah.
2, 1, engage.
It really depends now on how you want to do it. Do you want to find easy targets. You can hang around waiting on wanted haulers and stuff like that, but I mean that could take a long time. Another thing they could do is just make the cargo scanner usable in Super Cruise. Right, I'm being interdicted. And it looks like a wing. I'm gonna try and get out of this one, I think. Right, so that was evaded. And now let's have a look at this Diamondback Explorer. And there's a Type 6, that's what I'm after, yeah? He doesn't appear to be in a wing. So we're going to interdict this guy. If I can catch him, that is. Well, that was good to see actually, being interdicted even though I am harmless and 0%, yeah? So it does still happen. I guess they've just really toned it down quite a lot. Right, so I'm finally starting to catch up on this Type 6. He's got a good head start on me, but I'll start to catch him now pretty fast. There's a hauler behind me as well. That might be an easier target. Yeah, I mean that's the thing, yeah? I'm about to interdict and scan this Type 6. I've got absolutely no idea what he's got. Why don't they just make these ships scannable for cargo in Super Cruise? So that you have some idea. Going pretty fast. What's that? Investigating a crime? Right. Now. Let's get him scanned. Limpet and beryllium. No good, yeah. So let's get out of here. I managed to fire off a limpet there, I think.
4,
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, engage.
Right, I didn't get the police message this time. I'm getting really good at these interdictions with this joystick now. Right. Let's get his cargo scanned. Silver and limpets. Well, I think I'm gonna have to go for his silver in all honesty.
Cargo scoop deployed.
Wrong keybind.
Cargo scoop retracted.
Right, so let's target his cargo hatch. We're just gonna fire some limpets at him.
Programming limpet drone.
There it goes.
Hatch breaker limpet engaged.
It doesn't seem to be flying or trying to attack me. I think that's a bug though.
Target cargo dropped.
Right, yeah, silver. Now if I
Cargo scoop deployed.
open up my cargo scoop and then fire my collector.
Programming limpet drone. Collector limpet expired. Programming limpet drone. Collector limpet expired.
Finally. But why would you do this?
Programming limpet drone. Collector limpet expired.
I think it's only because he's bugged out, yeah? This guy. Let's just collect this limpet, this silver.
Collector limpet expired.
Okay, so I guess you still need to be kinda
Programming limpet drone.
sitting still. I mean, I'm not really sure what the point of these collector limpets is. You've got to be kinda sitting still anyway.
Collector limpet expired. Programming limpet drone.
I mean, I guess it does kinda work, but... Right, now this could be the police coming.
Collector limpet expired.
Let's pick up this final limpet. I'm going to do this one manually, obviously. There's not much point in using a limpet to pick up a limpet. But yeah, I think I would probably just stick to the manual stuff rather than using these collectors, I guess. Maybe not. Why do I say things like that? Well, that was my first attempt at least.
Not comply.
It's a slight fail, however, I have managed to get away with 3 ton of silver, yeah? Although the mob, oh, sorry, the ship did bug out a bit, yeah? Making it rather easy, I think. Right, there was one more thing I had to do here at least. I'm probably not going to get this palladium. And I'm not going to get, certainly not going to get the animal meat one. But I could probably find an ancient artifact to take back. Yeah, I think I saw enough of the collector there to say that that was rather pointless. Richard Thomas Harrison, don't worry, I've been sent to find you. Okay. Let's see what this is all about. Keep an eye on my comms, see if something happens. Follow my wake and we can talk. Okay. Right, so it's a low energy wake, yeah? So you just need to target it and you don't need to have a wake scanner for these ones. I should just be able to jump out close once I get within 1,000 meters. Or 1 megameter, you know. Right. My superiors have informed me that you're currently working on behalf of the Chamunda Crimson Gang in an attempt to receive some sort of ancient artifact, right? It'd be very bad for the people I work for. So I can go to LFT 1448 instead. Let's see what he's carrying. He's got no cargo. Right, my transaction tab will have been updated. I can go somewhere else, or I can continue to look for it.
Frameshift drive charging.
I guess that makes a bit more sense than constantly finding them in signal sources, yeah? You can now sort of decide to follow their wake if you want. Yeah, could work. I'm going to be looking for this ancient artifact here though. Now we'll be looking for weak signal sources. That's what should have these artifacts in them, yeah? They're type 7. I'm still looking, you know, hoping I can maybe pick up some palladium. But I've only got the one limpet left. Right, I'm going to leave him alone though, because he's very close to the orbital. I just can't seem to get any signal sources. This unidentified one, I'm just going to jump into this for now. Now, I need to remember I'm wanted now. And there's a System Authority vessel. There's actually quite a lot of them around. Yeah, they don't make it easy for a life of crime unless you're smuggling, it seems. Now, this could be a good target. Yeah, he doesn't have any shields. So let's give him a go. Now, I found a weak signal source, so I'm going to jump into this. Right, ancient artifacts. Good. I'm going to keep my limpet and take it manually. If I remember right, the adder scoop was really bad. Now, there's no reason why I shouldn't take more, yeah? Right, so I guess maybe ditch this final limpet then. Let's see, cargo. I'm going to ditch the limpet. I'm going to pick up this ancient artifact. And then I'm going to head back to Chamunda. Whoops.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity. Engage.
I guess if you think about it, something like palladium you're more likely to get if you go to a resource site and scan some ships around there. I'm not sure about this animal meat though. Somebody's been sent to find me. Do you think he's going to attack me, this guy? This Richard Thomas? That's the same name, isn't it? But he's flying a Cobra now? Well, let's see what happens with this guy. If he's going to attack me now because I did go for the ancient artifacts, yeah? Now, what's he going to do? Right, he's just given me the exact same message, yeah? Yeah, that's pretty bizarre. I think they've got a bit of fixing to do with this one, yeah? I guess maybe they want me to... I guess maybe they wanted to, you know, have this guy attack me now or something. Not quite sure, however, this seems to be slightly bugged considering what's just happened, yeah? Any chance of some palladium? He's got beryllium. But no. Right, off we go then. We're going to head back. To Chamunda. I didn't quite
Cannot comply.
get what I wanted. However, all those ancient artifacts. And I managed to steal 3 silver from a rather docile asp. Right, so once again we're going to come in at the proper side. This is pretty much a no-brainer, yeah, when you're smuggling. Just always make sure you're in between the planet and the orbital.
Docking request granted. Silent running.
Now we're going to go silent running.
Shields offline. Thermal signature restored.
Didn't even need to use a heatsink launcher that time. It's the thing, yeah, it does get easier.
Gear deployed. Docking successful. Engines disengaged.
Right, so let's repair and refuel. First things first, we're going to go to the bulletin board and we're going to give them this one ancient artifact for 26,000. Now, I kind of failed to get these done. Let's see, is there a black market? There is. Now, this is good, yeah, because I can sell all this silver and ancient artifacts as well. It's not bad. I mean, 12,000 for that 3 silver that I managed to pirate off that. Well, it was a rather easy target asp, it's got to be said. I think that was maybe bugged though. And the ancient artifacts, another 18,000. So that was 30,000 out of my piracy there, or my smuggling, yeah. Can't complain too much about that. I think from what you've seen though, doing those smuggling ones, yeah, if you can get 95,000 or so for smuggling stuff. I mean, look at this one, 113,000 for Imperial slaves to Frigaha. That one's almost a no-brainer, you got to do that one, yeah? Here's another one to Frigaha. Onizuka landing, is that the same place? It was. Right, I'm going to have to do these, yeah, because these are too good not to do. That's 150,000 credits to the same place. I mean, 150,000 for this. Yeah, the early smuggling, this is the way to do it, I would say, without any doubt. Yep, this has been almost 650,000 then after I cashed this in. 650,000 worth of assets. A couple of hours play, it's not bad at all really. 112,000. And another 36. Right, so we're sitting around with quite a lot of money now. 306,000, and I've got a minor upgraded adder. Yeah, that was no more than a couple of hours. And there you go, 600,000 worth of assets. We'll see how it goes in the next one.